While you Facebooking, tweet hooking, Snapchatting, snapbacking, hat rapping, sneaker stacking, rap rapping, telling all them secrets in disguise that I can always read between the lines. Cause you're puzzled. And you got 10 tenacious tactics trying to touch my style. 9 nasty Negroes nagging, they gonna be waiting for a while. 8 incompetent individuals' pride is about to become mine. 7 men, 6 stomach in this chick's ways of spitting a rhyme. 6 sack, give a dog a snack, why you biting off of my line? 5 forceful frats chanting, nothing but nursery rhymes. 4 vicious pits poetically trying to kill my time. 3 deadly words victimizing, terrorizing, chastising your mind. 2 proud people pimping poetry as we approach the end. 1 woman standing in front of you, guaranteed to take you down in 10. All right, y'all, this is the speed round. Meaning you gotta be quick. If you ever wanted a quickie, now's the time to get it in. So we got first. What do we got first?
The first speed round, we're gonna do a countdown because we got some really dope artists on the full list. First, we're gonna have Precious Rule. Then we're gonna have Brother O, and we're gonna have Killer. So if you all can come to the side and get after that. We're gonna get Mahogany Brick House, we're gonna get Analog Soul, and we're gonna get Wes coming to the stage. So that's how we do it.
So make sure you on deck. If your name is next, you gotta be on deck. Let's get it.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Thank you. My name is Precious Rule, and I'm about to recite an original poem. The name of it is called Let Go. Okay, so it goes like this. Why is this heavy burden placed upon me? Why was I introduced to a guy that introduced me to the streets? I told him that I'm trying to escape what happened to me 10 years ago. He said that the needle was what I needed. I told him that I'm here on earth existing, but I'm not living. He said, sit back and be at ease. I told him that I am running away from my past, but my past keep coming back to hunt me. He said, let me put this needle in your arm, please. No. He placed that needle in my arm, and that needle became my best friend indeed. And then it was like that needle stopped consuming me. It was like my best friend betrayed me. So I went back to the guy that introduced me to the streets. I said, I am no longer at ease. And now, I can't even sleep. He said, take these pills and let your mind be free. I took those pills, and those pills became my second best friend indeed. I felt like I was living. I felt like the memory of my past had left me. Until that night I went to sleep. What happened to me 10 years ago came back to me in my dreams. So I went back to the guy that introduced me to the streets. I said I can sleep. But what happened to me 10 years ago is coming back to me in my dreams. He said, sniff on this cocaine, and I bet you'll forget everything. I sniffed on that cocaine. And that cocaine became my third best friend indeed. I fell deeply, deeply in love with that cocaine. But the cocaine did not love me. Because one day I did not sniff it. And it had my past to come back to hunt me. It was like the cocaine was mad at me. So I turned to God and I said, why me? Why I'm still hurting? Why what happened to me 10 years ago is taking control of me? Then I heard the Spirit of the Lord say, come on, let it go and give it to me. That next morning, I woke up good and refreshing. This time, I did not go back to that guy that introduced me to the streets. Y'all, he came to me. He said, I haven't seen you in a while. I told you that those drugs would make you forget everything. I said, no. The needle that you placed in my arm did not ease my pain. It just left me a scar. And those pills did not erase my memory. And that cocaine did not do anything for me. But Psalms 23 in the Bible. I said Psalms 23 in the Bible, and God said He will restore my soul. Oh, He did that. And the words of God is comforting me. I am at ease. And guess what? I can finally sleep. And what happened to me 10 years ago would not and cannot control me. I found my peace. Again, my name is Precious Rule. I am a poet. Thank you all for listening to that fictional story. I'm a playwright, I'm an actress, I'm a model, and again, I'm a poet. Thank you all.
Now, coming to the stage, we got Brother O. It's a speed round, so we get it in quick.
I'm good, thank you. My dear sisters, if you never ever heard a brother address you as a queen, Brother O came by Solid Souls tonight to remedy that situation once and for all. All right, now. I hereby address all the beautiful sisters in this audience. You are true queens. And as of right now, I urge you all to keep your precious valuables on lockdown until you meet your Boaz.
Yes, not sure.
Brother, how do I keep my valuables on lockdown? First of all, you have to reclaim your self-esteem and your self-confidence. You have to reclaim your self-worth and self-respect. You have to know that you are more valuable than all the riches of the world. You have to know that you were created to be a virtuous woman of God. You have to recognize that you were born to be a queen. Allow no Negro out here to treat you anything less than the best.
That's right. Come on.
Never ever lower your standards for any man out here because we come a dime a dozen too. Never settle on being the side chick like Olivia Pope and Skinner. Or labeled as that other woman that's a home wrecker. Y'all, my queens, y'all much better than that. Now if a Negro tells you up front that he's only interested in getting in between your legs, or if he tells you that he does not want to be in an involved relationship with you, that's your warning sign to leave him alone. Because you can't make a grown man love you or your children. Love nor make him want to be with you because that's his loss. Now if you persist on chasing him, you're lowering your standards and putting your heart at risk for being broken and allowing this Negro to play like a violin, piano, or a toy. And you will be the fool in this situation. You got to be smarter than that. Here's some more pointers. A complete background check of any potential companion is most definitely in order these days.
I can vouch for that one.
Y'all need to check his credit rating and find out his financial status first. Y'all need to find out his HIV status and his sexual history. Y'all need to check his criminal background.
That's right.
Y'all need to check his employment history. And y'all need to conduct some research on his family history too. Observe how he treats his mom and grandmother. Observe how he treats children that are his own and those who are not his biologically. Observe how he treats other women. Observe to see if he has morals and values. If he's only interested in getting some, don't give him none. If he's only interested in what you can give him, and this Negro especially to take care of him, I need you to drop that mama's boy for the next bus stop. If he wants to shack up with you after a month of dating, don't give him the keys to your house or your car because everybody ain't trustworthy. If he's a womanizer, avoid like a scorpion in the desert or a poisonous snake in the jungle. If he's known to be an abuser of women, Carry a gun or knife for your personal protection as part of your exit plan. Right. If you abuse his children, keep him away from your babies at all costs and defend him with your life. And if he ever calls you out your name, you need to throw his ass out in the streets once and for all. Remember this, my sisters. You are God's best creation ever made. You are the original queens of this earth. You are the builders of nations. You are the ultimate representation of royalty. And last but not least, y'all are the ultimate representation of God's glory. That's that piece.
Okay, I think they're ready. We got a feature that's coming to the stage right now. Yeah, who we bringing up?
We bringing up a really dope dude. Like, I met him through Safe and Sound. He did our Sexual Assault Awareness Cafe. Really dope brother. Really dope brother. Mr. Tebby Salango.
Come on. Keep clapping.
Peace, family. How we doing?
What's up?
Want to give praise and thanks to our uncreated creator for allowing everything to be everything. I'm on this road, so I got the CD in the Ziploc bag, so you know it's dope, alright? I left me at the table, and
hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot. Good. Collar took a knee, but you still ain't see. You're marching in the streets, but you still ain't free. Atrazine in your food disease, your vaccine, GMO, OG, you still ain't free. Collar took a knee, but you still ain't see. You're marching in the streets, but you still ain't free. Hands up, don't shoot. I can't breathe, and my block is like 1,000 degrees. Man, this the voice of all us. You mistreated so long. We fed up. Leave my people alone. I ain't speaking alone. We get cuffed trying to eat when we hungry. All your service go cuts to my homies. These pigs belong it. They play us like Sony. Acting like it's war on drugs when it's war on us. Try to 9 to 5 it, but we don't make enough. They know that we survivors. Why they try to tie us up when they single file liners? The hold us in confinement. Dogs can't name us and they 25 to lifers. Always right behind us at night with they brights up. Cameras in the light plus they eyes with they sniper. It's slide how they slide down, know it's like spiders. Who's the real spider? The real drug dealer? Why you listen to these liars, these rapers and these killers? Cause I'ma spit the truth if you feel it and catch feelings. What? Collar took a knee, but you still ain't see. You're marching in the streets, but you still ain't free. Atrazine in your food disease, your vaccine, GMO, OG, you still ain't free. Collar took a knee, but you still ain't see. You're marching in the streets, but you still ain't free. Hands up, don't shoot. I can't breathe, and my block is like 1,000 degrees. They want us to forgive, but ain't forgave us for being black. Claiming that we 3/5, slaving whips up on our back. Now it's 2000 and flip, different whips, same back. And the snitch is still quick to tell master where it's at. And the pastor still preach to keep the meek in check. So turn the other cheek when they break your neck. That's why the pigs beat you down. You got no respect, you lady stuck, gummy child. You think you forget that we baked the pie and ain't tasted it yet. And Satan's eye, he ain't nothing but pets. So jump, dance, make that check. Stand still in one place, don't take no steps. Ask yourself what the highest percentage that's in the pen. It's those of our kids with melanin in their skin. You so scared of the devil on the level you just pretend. It's really all well in this hell that we living in. Collar took a knee, but you still ain't see. You marching in the streets, but you still ain't free. Atrazine in your food disease, your vaccine, GMO, OG, you still ain't free. Collar took a knee, but you still ain't see. You marching in the streets, but you still ain't free. Hands up, don't shoot. I can't breathe, man, my block is like 1,000 degrees. They say, where would we be without police? I say, where would we be if we all could eat? If we all live nice and we all were stress-free and we all rock ice in a life without the beast. And you see it, really getting treated like human beings instead of being the victims of what's inflicted on our mind. No more twisting up our rhymes or black-on-black crimes. And our sisters and dies with more value than a dime. And our kids can grow up with black pride and have escape the mind in the midst of these lies. See the ambition in my eyes, I'm so ready for change. The conditions of our lives are so heavy with pain. Collar took a knee, but you still ain't see. You marching in the streets, but you still ain't free. Atrazine in your food disease, you still ain't see. You marching in the streets, but you still ain't free. Hands up, don't shoot. I can't breathe, and my block is like 1,000 degrees. Collar to the knee, but you still ain't see. You marching in the streets, but you still ain't free. Nitrogen in your food, disease in your vaccine. GMO, you still ain't free. Collar to the knee, but you still ain't see. You marching in the streets, but you still ain't free. Hands up, don't shoot. I can't breathe, and my block is like 1,000 degrees.
Without love in the world so cold, life is like a struggle. I guess what I'm trying to say to y'all is a life without love ain't living at all. Without love in a world so cold, life is like a struggle. I guess what I'm trying to say to y'all is a life without love ain't living. See, love is like a breeze through the trees in the summertime. But when you blind, like the shade that the windows are covered by, it's hard to recover when the pain's a dark color and you can't discover the rays that would make Charles wonder if Stevie saw God in that ribbon in the sky. There's a rhythm in your soul concealed in your third eye, brings remedies to your woes and healing to your mind, revealing a deep feeling inside.
Let's go, bro.
See, ignorance is a weed that's pleasing to the eye. Devours all your flowers and keeps them from reaching high. And if you leave it in your garden, then it's hard to survive, because in life you either grow or you die. Enlightenment is limited. Primitive ideas are definitives of mind control to keep a soul low and sinister. I'm calling out these ministers. Wickedness don't sleep. Wash your you. You got that staff? Wash the sheep. Wash your feet on this path that you're walking through. No honor in tarnished garments. Pay homage beyond the bondage of not loving yourself. See, wealth and good health comes from looking in the mirror with honesty and acceptance. A breath in, a breath out, the essence of Yah's reflection. Dear love, as I place this bulb in your womb, I pray it shines through the darkness when it starts to blossom and bloom, and overcomes the obstacles of those who pose to be true, and through the blues of muddy waters with the soul to keep rolling through, to be the king in tune with the streams of destiny. Savor the flavors of life and give praises for all the recipes. Reciprocity is a necessity to express success properly. In this monopoly, cops will arrest to protect that property. Your velocity's integrity's measured when no one's watching. The lessons of life are tested, observing uncertain options. I'm urging others to wake up, it's urgent. This masquerade is taking us to a place that's blocking our oculars, and binoculars can't save our vision. What's the logic or topics to speak in reaching children? Because a lot of these record labels is copping prisons and paying their artists to press a message to promote that business. Man, it's sickness, and healing is in the action of love. That's achab, to have faith, or amuna, to focus on things above. Push love.
From the violin to the lute.
Quadruple.
My people suffer from lack of knowledge. How long will mothers cry from genocide? Let's teach our children to be wise. For the beast seeks to deceive them, to claim their mind. See, this is a battle, it's a battle, y'all. Battle of our mind. See, and the champion rules your life, yeah. So arm yourself in the armor of the Most High. Gain protection and wisdom. Let truth be your guide. It's metaphysical principles they don't want you to know, so they attack your crystal river. They don't want you to glow. Put shackles on your mental to prevent you to show that influential true potential that exists in your soul. So they smack you with their vaccines, turn your kids to crack fiends, methylphenidate, methamphetamine, same thing. Implement the innocent with ignorance, deprive them of their benefits of human rights to prove what life really is.
Go ahead.
Divided by united snakes with no morals, riding a rocky road of heartbreaks with no rotor. They keep raising the quota, not raising the quota. That's creating a motive for baking with soda.
Come on, come on.
All it takes an empty plate with no cake to fold up. If you wanna make a soldier, grind like Folgers, running on a fast break, pushing weight to blow up. But end up in the state, pushing place to swole up. Hold up. It's like the majority of minorities' priorities are based toward the glory of those who rain off the pain of the poor. Cause when it rains, it pours if you're chained to the floor. And you can't aim the sword when you're sore in your core. So keep your sword accord, be a cord to the source to record the right vibe. Stay whole with the one. Cause on this course of 9, I leave some foes on the run. And talking closer, put some holes in your lung. I can't ignore this reality. Fatality's not fiction when the clip's in. Full of ammunition by someone with no ambition. Stuck in these rough conditions, trusted this crooked system, bruh. Up in tradition, spitting nothing off your lips. Smash it up and listen.
Come on.
All that glistens isn't gold. If your mission's flipping O's, who holds the keys to your ignition? See, you're missing the narrow road. If all that your barrel holds unloads on those who hold similar foes as you, we can't spiritually grow if our material goals outweigh the right way. Don't shade the right ray. Is it me? But it's ironic. These antibiotics causes chaotic symptoms in your body. They suppress your stress, but they don't heal for real. So while you popping the pill, you still ill. And it's unhospitable. These hospitals belittle you. Feed your people's riddles, and your conditions is critical. Man, Lord knows it's no love with their intentions here. Man, they pump fake blood in their intensive care. My advice to you is fuel your immune system. Your immune system is used to remove sickness. So they attack the food, and what you see on the market, just read all of the garbage on the back of a carton, because they know you ain't thinking about harm when you starve, and that's the object. Keep the poor target for harvest, so you gotta watch all that you put in your mouth.
Yeah.
You got sex hormones and steroids in your cow. Got your 12-year-old daughter turn a girl going wild. She got the body of a woman and you wondering how. She pregnant at 13, another child has a child. And right now the media is feeding her child. Cause now being a female dog is in style. Wow. Tell me how. We need black love embedded in my genetics. The blood carries the message from love letters to blessings today. An adolescent get added a lesson. Expressions of these professors professed in each semester. Like the best of yesterday was tested by child molesters. They speak it and we accept it. Pass they test with all they lectures. That's depressing. I suggest that you question more, but the pressure of this oppression blocks the message to your soul. They study how we adapt, attack our habitat with new habits to set us back and methods to keep us slow. Show everything that we lack. They know how we react, so everything is a trap that keep us under control. It's a government seal that you break when you drink or smoke. D-boys flood they dope about that life. Thinking it's love, like a wolf licking the knife, drinking its own blood. Penny for my thoughts, if I had a nickel for they lie, I could pay those who work their whole lives without a dime. A quarter of the truth make you think Nikolai. Tesla was the first to scope the celestials, like they can come close to what our ancestors know. Yeah, these dogs think they smart, don't understand our heart. Can't see that our roots run deeper than they bark. Mistranslate our art, trying to pick us apart. Digging up our ancestors just to market their corpses. They go over our traces and put their faces on it. Make our history a mystery and put their masons on it. Turn our descendants to defendants, put their faces on them. Then these house niggas are dissing their own race up on it. We need more leaders and teachers to the leeches that bleed us. Could it be that we think we need them? Integration, the way to freedom. You forgot about those lynches and rapists, cheaters and beaters, miseducation and reading. Got you pledging allegiance. I'ma leave it like a tree with good fruit. A polar bear and a panda bear don't eat the same food. A black man and a white man don't keep the same truth. That's right. It's all right to love others. I'm just saying I love you. So no, I'm not a racist. Sad cause my racist. Racing to the grave while facing incarceration. Chasing illusions, creating confusion. Face to the pavement, not paying their dues and forsaking the truth on what's making us rude. Now your attitude got you out of tune. Look, imagine a plantation with plans of erasing all chances of tracing your advancements of greatness. So they stuff your insulation with asbestos abatement. You need a translation, whippings and rapings. You're reaching for the attic cause you're stuck in the basement. They turned us into addicts and baseheads. Adding a basic education is a script for enslavement. Hypnotized, hypnotists living in the matrix. I'ma say it again, nah, I'm not a racist. I'm against wickedness in high and low places. Yeah. My name is Teddy Zalango. I appreciate your time. I take So I have the CDs on deck. Proceeds is going to gas. I ain't gonna lie, I'm on tour. And I gotta make it to the next show. Y'all know how it is. But I take Cash App and PayPal if you don't want to pull the paper out. But I would prefer you to pull the paper out. I appreciate your time. ZalangoMusic.com, ZALANGO music. Teddy Zalango at everything. TEBEZALANGO. That's TEBEZALANGO. Appreciate y'all time. All praise.